Hello, world. I am Bashan Savage. On March 16th this year, 2022, I had a stroke. Um, I woke up in the morning. I felt just fine. 7 o'clock. Went back to bed. Started sleeping in because I have four little kids. They're ages 5, 4, 3, and 1.5. And I decided to sleep in a little longer, like most parents do, because the kids weren't up yet. I went back to sleep. I woke up 8:30, and everything seemed wonky. My vision was kind of blurry. My like the living room was off a little bit. Everything was just different. I knew something wasn't right. I went down the hall, look at a long hallway. I ate breakfast, and it still didn't get right. And I was thinking maybe I could walk this off. Maybe it's just waking up weird or something like that. But it wasn't it. I actually had a stroke. Um, I've been I went to the hospital. Sad thing, this little side note, system is pretty wonky because I took an Uber instead of ambulance because it didn't save me money. I didn't want to be that much in debt because say I got kids, try to take care of my family. Well, anyways, I get to the hospital. They check me in. I stayed there 3 days. During that 3 days, I things kind of steadied out a little bit, but pretty much what happened was I had what's called ataxia. My right side of the body is pretty much shot temporarily. How long they don't know. They say it could be a few weeks, could be a few months, but I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna be a few fucking months. Excuse the French, but I'm not gonna sit down for a few months. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna do everything I can to get better. Cause see, I'll show you an example right now. I'm sure you can see both my hands probably. My lovely assistant is helping me right now because I have a good hand and I have this hand. Now, when I first went in, it was pretty much like this. Well, when I first went in, it got gradually worse for the first 12 hours, and it's stuck like this. Now, when I first came home, I could barely do this. And so 24 hours, well, since leaving the hospital, 24 hours, I did okay. I mean, it's not great. It's a long ways to go. But see, I say, hi, Mom. And yeah, exhibit A, I guess you say. And so the reason I'm documenting this stuff is because I want my kids to be able to look back at it. And I want anybody out there who has diabetes or even thinks like I did. See, I didn't have diabetes. Okay, at least I told myself I didn't. I went to the doctor a couple times and they told me straight out that I was borderline diabetic, and that means my numbers were high, but they weren't. They were cautiously high. Um, but I was classified diabetic, so I held off and didn't listen. And I actually did improve my life a little bit. I drank a lot of liquids. I started eating a little bit better, and I thought I had this under check. Well, if you think you do, you don't. Because the day before, at 48 years old, I was considering getting into the wrestling for some amateur wrestling, just trying to get myself in some training, so maybe I can show my boys when they get a little older how some of the basics work. And so I treadmill, once twice a week, 30, 40 minutes. I can stretch and put my head on my knee up to my side like this. I'm pretty good shape. I was a college athlete. I won medals, championships. But I went from one day thinking I'm going to be able to jump the ring and learn some basic grappling things to this. And so it can happen anyway. So don't take it for granted. I'm gonna try to document every day and at least every other day, or worst case, my journey. Um, because it's just, I know this sounds cliche, with it happened to me, it can happen to you, and a lot of you guys out there, it's just mainly for men, because you guys feel invincible. You feel that ain't this shit gonna happen to me. And the truth is, it might not. But if it gets switched just like that to me, it gets switched just like that to you. And the scariest part isn't even all this. My whole right side is numb. I can't. It's a struggle. I sweat moving my arms, moving my legs. I cannot move my toes yet. I can barely. I don't know if my pinky's moving. Is it moving?
Your fingers?
Yeah.
No.
No.
There it is.
It
Yeah,
moves
it's
along.
switching.
Yeah. I feel like it's moving full swing, but it's not. And the key to all this, is what I'm trying to tell you, is that, and this is to men, and women, you got your own stuff. So, but I was scared I was gonna be able to hold my kids again. And to be at the hospital and knowing that the next day you might not be going home, the next day you might not go home. It could be weeks before you go home. I couldn't accept that. And they say you have to accept what you have to know. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna see my kids. My kids are here with me now. But even when they come back in the room, I can't pick them up. I can't hold them. And they don't understand what's going on. Here comes my daughter right now.
Yep, to wash their hands.
Hi, Athena. Go wash your hands. But see, that's why I came home, so I could do this little stuff, so I could be out with them and I could help. But I mean, it didn't even dawn on me like how much you will miss if you let this happen to you. Right now, every night my kids take a bath. I take them and I place them in the bathtub. Something as simple as picking them up and putting them in the bathtub, I can't do no more. I can't get them out of the tub to dry them. I sing a little song with them. Yeah, I can sing la 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 la. I can still sing. I can't look into the mirror and look in the mirror. We both look in the mirror together and we sing a little song. I can't do that. I can't do none. I can't even hit my kid. Okay, phrase that back up. I can hit him sipping cup with his hand, but they ain't gonna understand why Dad ain't using his right hand, his dominant hand. Last night, my first night home, I literally had to walk my left leg and drag my right foot just to go down the hall and say goodnight to him. And I came back and I was sweating buckets. So just guys out there, do a little stuff first, but most definitely listen to your doctor. I'm not asking you to switch up to a vegan diet or something like that. Hell no, I'm not. But stay low carb, watch your sugar, because some of you guys understand these numbers when I tell you. When I checked in, my glucose level, my blood sugar level, it was 396. Now, for you guys who don't know, it's not supposed to be over 100. And not over, it's supposed to be between, I think they said 60 to 70 or something like that. I'm at 396 at check-in. There's some long-term numbers they measure, and it says it's supposed to be 6 to 7. I forgot what the term is, but mine was 14. And I felt perfectly fine the day before. I've never had no fatigue, no shortness of breath, none of the major symptoms. So it can creep up on you. So what I would like to do each day is, if I can, and my God permits, I would get up each day and I'm gonna do a little bit of exercise. I'm gonna try a little bit. And I'm gonna show you guys my progress. Because like I said yesterday, I really couldn't move my arm. It felt like it was just dead weight. And right now you see how hard it was for me to move it, and that is an improvement. But the worst part, this is silly, I keep hitting myself in the damn face because I don't have the ability to stop my arm from moving. I can't stop. So here, I'll show you. She's gonna move with my arm. I'll show you what I mean. And see how it just ends like that?
It just flopped.
It just flops. Now I'm gonna show you, and this is not for comic effect. I might hit myself, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna move my hands away. I'm gonna try to stop it. That is how I move my arm now. It went from these some delicious potatoes to this. So please be careful, guys. Now, to show on a good note, like I said, this is the best I could do for the most part. But I have had a little bit of improvement. I'll show you this here. If I get my hand here, I can actually move in the circle now. And as you see, I keep hitting myself in the chest because I don't really have the ability to stop it from all the way through. But this, guys, this isn't the kind of progression you want. This isn't progress that you want. You don't want to be in this in the first place. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Try to eat a little bit better. Try to take it better. And if you don't mind, cheer me on because I'm gonna try to get better. It's kind of funny. I can stand on my left leg, but my left leg. But my right leg I can't put much pressure on. But I was trying to move it today. It's funny. I'll probably show you guys a video eventually. I was trying to move my leg, and my lovely assistant here, she said to me, "It looks like you're tuning up the band." I was like, "What? Oh, you mean Shawn Michaels super kick?" And so I'm sitting there, and that's how I'm trying to get my leg to work. It's just so funny. I'll show you guys that probably tomorrow or the day after, something like that, if I remember. But lastly, Here's a warning sign that I had that I did not pay attention to. My vision got a little bit blurry, and it wasn't major. It's been that way for a couple months now. I assume because I'm almost 50, I'm 48 years old. Sorry, I can feel that sliding. It's weird as it is. But I'm 48 years old, almost turned 50, and so I thought maybe it's just it's that time the eyes go bad when you get older. Don't think that. Go see your ophthalmologist. Go see your doctor, because I assumed, hey, I had good vision most of my life. It can happen when you get older. I need reading glasses now. It wasn't reading glasses. It was diabetes, and now I regret it, and that's why my eyes are where they are now. I mean, the bright lights bother me a little bit. It's a little blurry, but for the most part, it's all good. So, like I say, I'm keeping my spirits up. I'm cracking jokes here and there, but it hurts inside knowing that I almost took myself from my kid's life. I didn't let no disease out like COVID. I didn't let no man take me. I didn't let no one take me out. I almost took myself out of the equation. So in the future, I'm gonna try my best not to do that. Obviously, I'm gonna make myself a promise, but you need to promise yourself that too. Women, just be supportive of your man. He's like this. 'Cause trust me, we feel near pathetic right now. I mean, you don't want to be this kind of burden on your people. And I guess that's gonna be it for now. I'll say every couple days I'll try to post something, and hopefully you guys can watch my journey to becoming the badass superstar that I was before, and going back to being BA Savage. Just I'm not broken again Savage, badass Savage. So all right, I guess I'll just work the video in a couple days. Thank you for listening, and bye bye.